Howdy everyone, my name is XCman405 and today we're going to be trying a little bit of a different video style. It's going to be a lot more fast-paced in the way I talk, and hopefully a lot more fast-paced in the way that the video goes. Before we get started, I do have to let you guys know that roughly 75% of you are not subscribed. If you do enjoy this video and you find some kind of value from it, let me know by hitting that subscribe button, hitting the like button, and commenting. It really helps me out, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you. Let's get right into it. We're going to start today's episode off by going over what I did in between episodes. At the end of last episode, I told you that I would go ahead and get all of my stuff that was over here into the building here, my house, and that's what I did. So I went through and I made a whole bunch of storage drawers and organized everything to the best of my ability. Some stuff, like this stuff, is what's in the barrels, stuff that doesn't really fit well in the storage drawers, and some stuff that can't go in the storage drawers. I gave myself a little bedroom here, a nice little painting, my waystone was moved here, as well as I started working on a roof design. And these blocks right here, those are actually lights. So if I go ahead and I change this down to the normal, where it's supposed to be, right there, and I hit done, you can see it is quite dark, and I don't know why that's not lighting up. Okay, that might be a problem. Well, that was lit up when I got off last time. So let's see if I can fix that real quick. Okay, I'm not exactly sure why that's doing that, but I did go through and replace all of them, just took them out and then put them back in. I hope that that doesn't happen. I also did hit the R button, which reloads shaders, so maybe it was just a visual glitch, and it was still lit up, but I think this is going to be the design going across the entire roof. I just need more of the gray light blocks, which are the FXNT bits and bobs. It's very useful, it's just they're expensive. If I come down here and show you what I'm working with, go to the bottom of the hole, I can show you what I'm working with, and it is not exactly the fastest by any means, but it was getting the job done. This is just a little water pool where I'm having the glow squid spawn, and all the lights are taken away, the torches are taken away so that they can spawn, because it needs to be in complete darkness for them to spawn. So, it's tiny. But there is another little pool that I've been taking out of. If I come over here and I go, you see that dirt block right over there? Well, in that little cave is another underwater area, which would probably be better if I just went into free cam to show you. You can see up here that there is water, and this is pitch black because it is a cave and there's no lights. Right here is where I'm getting in, and right there is my block to get up here all the way with the jetpack, because the jetpack can only go, I believe it's 22 or 27 blocks tall off the ground with nothing like in between you and the ground. But the whole focus of today's episode is going to be digging out this chunk here and putting in a power station. We're going to do that with steam engines. Steam engines are going to be very useful for us, but I don't really have too much experience with them, actually, so it'll be a bit of a learning curve for me and you guys. In the process of trying to get everything situated and craft it up, I realized that I don't have enough wood to make more fluid tanks, and 15 I don't think is going to be enough. So I'm going to go through and get some more wood, and I'll be right back. Okay, it turns out I am a silly goose. I didn't realize I had 55 fluid pumps. Sorry. I didn't realize I had 55 fluid tanks already made, and I just made another 47. So, hurrah for not looking. But, with that, I believe that we have just about everything we're going to need. We're going to need more fluid pipes, though. So, how do we make those? We make those with copper and copper sheets. So, how much copper do we have? We have copper sheets. We have a bunch of copper. I don't think that I'm going to have enough copper sheets. Okay, I'm going to go over and flatten some more copper sheets, and I'll be right back. There is another stack of copper sheets all flattened. Let's go make these fluid pipes. And once we get these fluid pipes made, then we will definitely have enough. Holy shaboli. Then we will get going on digging this out. But first, we are also going to need, where is my mining contraption? That would be very useful to find. Let me see if I can find that real quick. There they are, found them. Okay, let's get the miner out, that out, that out, and we need some rail. Okay, let's also get a bunch of this stuff we don't need thrown in my backpack for now. We don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. We're gonna need that, that. We don't need that. We are gonna need that. We're gonna need that and that. But right now, we're gonna need the rails, the miner, the cart assembler, and the lever. So place that there. Place the cart assembler. Lock rotation. Oop, not there. Do not place that there. Place that right there. And then place that there. And what we're going to want to do, since this is already 16 tall, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I'm not going to count it, but you know what I'm saying. This is 16 tall. And this should be 16 blocks wide. And if I press F3 and G, we can see that it is exactly 1 chunk wide. So if I go through here and just make this a 16 by 16 to match the roof there, I think that'll be exactly what we need to do. Make it 16 wide by 16 tall by preferably the same depth as this back here. But I don't know exactly if that's going to be enough room for what I'm trying to do. So we will see if that will be enough room. Now I've gone through and I've broken this in half into 16 on this side, and it should be 15 on this side now because it is 32 wide. It's 2 chunks wide by 16 tall. So let's grab it. Yep, and let's see. Well, we need this too. We need this and this and this and this. Let's grab it, and the cart assembler. We don't need that. We need that, and then we need that. Okay, so let's come over here. Let's throw this down like, not there. Let's throw it down like right here. Put that there, put that there. Now let's make sure this is the right size. It is perfectly the right size. Look at that. I can count. So now we want to lock rotate, and then we also want to turn that on. But I don't know how far back I want to go. So for right now, I'm going to press F3 and G, turn off my chunk borders, and I'm going to grab some obsidian. I'm grabbing the obsidian because it takes a lot longer for the mechanical drills to mine the obsidian rather than the deep slate. So it gives me a lot more time to be able to pick it up and stop it from going any further than I want it to go. So if I come over here and I like place this right here. Yeah, I think that'll be good. And then that will be the same depth as that back wall there. So let's send her off. And we're off. Let's see how she does. Going to free cam, and that is a tight squeeze. Wow. But also that it's taken away my wall. Oh man. Yeah, I had to go anyways, but you know, had to go. I'm actually glad because that saves me a lot of work on that block there. Well, it turns out that that wall does not go back as far as my base wall does. So I still got a little bit of digging out to do, but that's fine. I do think that this will be... I don't know if that'll be enough room. Well, I mean, actually, we do... So the way my base is going to work is there's going to be a little bit of like a sidewalk here where this building here is going to be the main, I guess, depth out into the middle of the hole, at least on this side. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that all the way around yet or not. But we do have, it'll be, I think, a 2 wide or a 3 wide. Maybe it will even go like a couple blocks this way and then the sidewalk. So we do have quite a bit of room if we want to do it that way, or if we want to do it just in line with the wall, then we do have that as well. But Now I need to figure out if I want to have the power station its own separate building, or if I want to have the lava pit and the power station in the same building and just have this come out like this. Boom, boom. That I got to figure out. I didn't do any planning at all. So I'll be right back once I figure that out, and I'll have a block pallet waiting as well. All right, now that it's finally stopped raining, we can get started. And unfortunately, because I put my house right to the edge of the border, the chunk border, with these, I'm going to have to use this wall here as the wall to my house, and then this block right here will be the wall of the factory. So that's a little bit of an oversight on my part, but that's okay. I think it will still look pretty good. So, I don't know where to start still. I think the perfect place to start is to just get a little foundation in. And I think the foundation is going to be flush with this, so the building is flush with the ground instead of being raised up like that. I think that'll be the best thing to do because that will give us the most room for our steam engines. I've gone through and I've started a little bit of a foundation, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it yet. I'm not sure if I want to have this like a little parking lot and have I don't know, something here. I'm not exactly sure. So for now, I'm just gonna leave this like this. But this is what the size of the building is gonna be. So I think it's gonna be pretty big. But first things first, I need to get this lava tank out of here. So I need to come over here and grab my cart assembler and a minecart and turn it into a contraption. There we go. It is officially gone. And the main reason why I'm leaving a 3 wide gap here is so I can have a railing here so that it can kind of be like a viewing platform for the lava pool. It feels like it's going to be a little dangerous, but that's okay. For now, I think I'm going to start getting the walls in and go from there. Now that I have a little bit of a shape going on, I think what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make this maybe 2 wide so we can have a little bit of an inset window, but also I'm not exactly sure if I want to do that. I think right here, the wood is going to be a good way to divide the two buildings. So this wood right here, everything to the left will be the power generation, and then everything to the right will be the lava. I think the door is going to be good, kind of a rounded thing. So kind of like an arch here. And I think right here is going to be a good place to put a window. So let me grab my stripped logs, and then right there, that is 3 wide, and that is only 2 wide. So that's not going to go there. We're going to want to make this. What we're going to do is we're actually going to go away from the curve here. I thought that'd be cool, but we're going to just keep this straight. And then we're going to have a 3 wide there. And then we're going to have a 3 wide here. And then, well, if we wanted to, we could still actually have a curve. Just a small one. So we could do something like that. Yeah, I like that. Let's see how it looks from afar. Yeah, I like that. I think that's what we're going to do. So now what we're going to do is we're actually not going to have wood there. So we're just going to, unless we have that as a window too, we could do that over here, place something down like that and have that as a window as well. So if we do that, we won't be able to have it too wide. That's okay. We won't have it too wide. So let me go grab the glass that I want to use. I don't actually know what I want to use yet. So there it is. What do I think looks better? Personally, I think those would look better maybe if it's somewhere up higher, because to me, this looks more secure. And if this is going to be a power generation place and a deadly lava pool, I feel like something that looks a little more sturdy would be better. for this kind of build. Yeah, that looks better to me. And then let's see how this looks. I don't know if this is going to look exactly how I want it to look. That looks, yes, I like that a lot. Okay. So I think we're going to go maybe, I don't know how tall I want to go actually. Maybe something like that for the window. That's a good size. I think that is a good size there. So how does that look? That looks, there's not enough going on. So alrighty, there is our building. Now it's time for the fun part to get into the... I don't have them on me, do I? As I was saying before, I forgot that I didn't have the stuff that I needed. It's time to get into the fun of this video. We're gonna be doing a steam engine, so we need our fluid tanks, our pipes, our pumps, and our steam engines. But we also need blaze burners, and I don't have many of them. I can make 22. That's all I have is 22 blaze burners, well, empty blaze burners, and then I have 2 here, 23, and then 2 extra. So, all right, well, I have changed this around a little bit. I decided that these would be perfect for the power stations, and I realized that the fluid tank that I moved earlier from like right here to make this area actually fits in here to a T. Like, I can't get any better than that. So that is actually really nice. Now we're going to come up here, and that definitely is not big enough. So I'm just going to steal these instead of having them there. And I also need to put this back. Now I got 19 more. And that is as much as I can make right now, because what am I missing? Is it just the copper? Or is it the barrels? If it's the barrels, it might be a problem. Well, I can do that. I don't have any copper sheets. All right, so it is the copper. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten some more copper, get some more of those fluid tanks, and I will be back. My copper has been flattened, and 30 more fluid tanks have been acquired. So let me just... I guess that's as high as I'm making them. Let me actually double check to see how high it needs to be, and we'll go from there. All right, according to the Create Wiki, a level 9 steam boiler, which is the max you can get without the blaze burners being superheated with blaze cakes, is a 3x3x9, but a level 18, which is the max you can get in general, is a 3x3x8, which is what this is now. So it's set up tank size wise big enough to be a max boiler, a level 18 boiler. So a level 9 boiler needs 9 steam engines attached. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is what we need right there. And we need water pumped into this. We need lava pumped into the blaze burners. And we'll have to do that for all 3. I also need 2 more blaze burners. So you can also see right now there's a little bit of residual heat, which is coming from the blaze burners. And if I was to give the blaze burners some kind of fuel, you would see that heat go up. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to get the lava ran first. So we need these here. And I'm not exactly sure if I need to give the blaze burners a straw or not. Giving a blaze burner a straw will allow it to accept liquid fuels by bucket or by pipes. Okay, so I do need a straw. So how do I get a straw? I put it through a roller. How do I make a roller? Rolling mill, that's what it's called. Okay, so that is actually really simple. I just need shafts, andesite casing, and andesite. Andesite, which I should have some on me. Yes, I do. And what if I drop an entire stack on it? Then what happens? Where's it going? Oh, it's not going anywhere. I just need to... Okay, I see. So we'll let that go. We'll go give some of these blaze burners the straws and see what happens. What happens? Ooh, they turn they turn different. And we'll give them to these guys too, so you can actually see. I don't know what it exactly it changes them into, but it does change them. So that's cool. Let me go get the rest. And then we are going to get the lava pumped over here. And then we're also going to get the water pumping. But first, I want to get the pipes ran. And I think I'm going to run all of them just along here and into the back of this. And then from there, I'm not going to do it now, but from there, we're going to have to get a rope pulley set up with a pump into that. So let me go ahead and get this set up and I will be back. Now, I did get a little carried away. I ran the pipe from here all the way down and I decided to run it in the front because that would reduce the distance that I had to travel from the pump. I'm hoping that one pump will get the whole thing. But this one's completely connected. This one is not completely connected because I don't want the pipes connecting and the lava being put into these blaze burners when they are not doing anything. That'd just be a waste of lava. And the same thing over here. But I actually am gonna take these back because I got a little carried away earlier and started running pipe from the top. And I'm actually going to have my water up here. So I am going to figure out a way to get this all set up. I'm hoping that it'll work to have being able to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will be a little tight, but I can get all 6 water pumps coming in here in the event that I do want to upgrade these to max boilers. So I'm going to go get these in. All right, so I got all the water put in, all the pipes put together, and the cogs in between all the mechanical pumps. It ended up being a bit of a pipe spaghetti terrifying dream, I guess you call it. I also had to increase the mechanical pump range from 16 to 64. But what I am going to do now is come over here and give these guys each their own shaft. There we go. And now if I pump just a little bit of lava in there, we should be able to get this going. Okay. I can hear them doing something. They really are doing something. So let me come over here and see what's going on. They are... Okay, heat. So now I need to grab this and quick run up here. Are these guys doing anything yet? They are not. So I need to run up here and pump some water in here. Go, 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 go. And I'm hoping that once I get these going, I get a little bit of power and I don't know where I'm going to go from there, but okay, advancement made, the powerhouse. It seems like it's working now. Quick, go see. Ooh, they are very slowly, but they are already out of water. Okay. So I need to get rotational power up here ASAP. If I can just run this temporarily up and through the house, then that would be great. Now we have that water pumping. And we are making power. It currently does not have enough lava, so I'm just gonna run one down and I am out of gearboxes. Okay. I'm gonna go grab some more gearboxes, which I need. Do I have any more wood? I need more wood and andesite, which I just grabbed. So andesite and... No, it's not andesite. It's a shaft. I'll just make that many cogwheels. We need cogwheels. We need... I think it's an andesite casing. Is it an andesite casing? And gearbox. So 4 of those. Switch 2 of them to vertical ones. And there we go. So this will be temporary for now. But we are going to run it under the ground. And it's going to be like right there. So run this all the way down. And the reason why this is going to be temporary is because I don't want that in the middle of the room. So if we take this and put this like over here in the corner, it can just, well, maybe not right there, but like right here. it can just run off this one, and it won't be so in the way. But what we can do, I don't have any enemy. Okay. So what we're gonna do, that actually we're going to put that gearbox there, and then we are going to cogwheel. And we're just gonna make another way down. Get out of here, diamonds. I don't want you. And we are going to put a gearbox there. That there, that there. And I don't have enough gearboxes. Lovely. Can I make another gearbox? No, because I don't have any wood. Okay. Never mind. I'm a goofy ball. I have wood, so let's make 1, 2, 3, 4, and then... Oh, but I don't have... I can make that too. And then andesite. Then boom, boom. And then we need... Let's actually... Do I not have what I need to make a gearbox? Yes, I do. I don't... Anyways. Oh, that needs to be a vertical gearbox. So, take that, put that there. Okay. Now that is pumping. But unfortunately, those are all working independently. So, let's see if we have some chain drives. We actually have 3 encased chain drives, so that's what we're gonna want. Then we want that there, and that there. Okay, so apparently we aren't getting enough heat. So we need more lava, which I think we're okay on the lava for right now. So let me come over here and let me see if we have things to make a rotational speed controller. What do we need? Precision mechanism and brass casing, which we have both of them. Precision mechanism, brass casing. And is that really it? Yes, it is. We need a large cog. And a way to get out of here. And what we're going to do, actually, is we're actually going to put this here. So take that vertical gearbox, put that there, and then we want... Nope, that was wrong. Okay, now we have our rotational speed controller in. We can take this and we can pump this up to 180 according to the wiki. You can see that is pumping right along. And so yes, this is max. Awesome. Well, max for what we can do with it right now. So now, to make sure that to make sure that that never runs out, we will have to get a rope pulley pumping lava into this. But that will be fine. We don't need that currently. But what I am gonna do is I am just gonna disconnect this right now, and I'm also gonna disconnect this right now because I don't want to hear that right now. We are all out of time for today. I hope this video turned out to be more fast-paced like I said it was gonna. This is my first time really like consciously trying to make things fast-paced and just do my best to speak clearly and all that stuff. So if you did like it, like I said earlier, you can show support by subscribing if you want, thumbs up if you want, commenting if you want. If you just want to watch it, that's more than wonderful as well, and I appreciate you guys.